Oh, what is going on, people? This is Miss Sophia the Diva. If this is your first time on my channel, please be sure to like this video, comment, and please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, people, let's just get into it. I don't know who's going to join tonight, but I was in the middle of trying to watch this video with Mark Hughes out of Dallas, Texas. Apparently, the media does not know how to post or report responsibly. By the way, Corey Hughes, I don't know who he is, but he's kind of cute, okay? And so is Mark. See, this is what happens when we have open carry in Texas, is that black people, that don't really apply to us. I mean, I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now, it don't really apply to us, Texas. Let's tune in and listen to what Mark's brother Corey had to say. And just to set this up, what happened, I started getting alerts again, just like I did for Orlando. I got scared because I really didn't know what was going on, and you know that my family, Dallas is home. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I want to come back home so bad. But if it's going to be anything like that, I think I might be safer in Long Beach. I don't know. But what I think has happened is what happened in the days of when we tried to organize and fight against the injustices and the establishment. COINTELPRO. Does that sound familiar to you guys? I just really learned about all of this in the past few years with all the Cuba thing going on, and people wanting Assata Shakur to come back from Cuba, the Black Panthers. Basically, I think it was the FBI, CIA, Hoover set up where people would infiltrate these organizations that were out trying to do good, and then would exploit them to make them look as though they're bad. Let me tell you. So while people were out protesting the shootings of Alton, or peacefully marching in a visual for the executions, the slayings of Alton Sterling and oh God, Mr. Castile. Why can't I remember his name right off the bat? And my mind is just, I'm exhausted too, because I can't wrap my mind about what's going on. It's hard. It's really hard. And today I read something that really made me cry. Literally, I'm glad that I was once again off by myself. My coworker that sits behind me had already left for the day, and I came across something my sorority sister posted, and she had posted, let me see, what was it? I want to read it because Philando Castile, we know, was a public school employee. He worked in the school cafeteria, and all the little kids loved him. And this one lady wrote on Sean King's wall, she said, "He was good in service. Every day he fist bumped my kids, even when they were acting up. He knew every single one by name. He pushed extra food in him like a grandma, and sneaks extra graham crackers into my son's bag because Peter got a kick out of it. My borderline autistic son hugged him every day." You guys, this was a good man. This was a violent murder and execution. A horrible act of racist violence. I'm sick. And that really touched me, because I just can't believe that you would just kill somebody who was honest about, hey, I've got a gun in the car, just want to let you guys know, get your ID. Set up. He was reaching for something. You told him to reach for his ID. And in the Alton Sterling matter, there are good things happening there. Number one, Issa Rae, because I think she's the one who became famous for things that white girls say or black girls say. But she's a very gifted writer. As a matter of fact, I think she has a series coming out soon. But she started a GoFundMe, and she's raised over $400,000 for his kids. And I pray that his 15-year-old that is so very aware of what happened to his father, I hope he goes forth and does great things and prospers in his dad's name. All of them. But I think he's more so affected because I think he's the oldest child. I think he has like younger siblings, so it may not have affected them as much. But those are the things that's going on. I found this on one of my friends' pages. So someone in Dallas posted on Twitter who was at the vigil, they said whoever the shooter was drove up in a cop car, turned on the sidewalk, and lit that hoe up. I was literally 2 feet away from that shit. I ain't ever been so mad in my life. I'm shaking, bro. I ain't even scared. I'm mad as hell. Y'all, we were running for our lives out here on the 20th floor of the Omni Hotel in downtown Dallas. The mofo waited till it got dark to shoot at us like the hoes they are. They are bitches, and even shot at other police. I'm good. I'm in a hotel. I don't like saying the N-word, but N-word, glad she's still athletic, still got crazy fast. I love y'all, man. There was no damn sniper. I was 2 feet away. Whoever it was in a cop car and sprayed the sidewalk. It had to be more than one shooter. No way all of them shots came from one person. So I don't know the legitimacy of this, but I kind of can believe it. Because every time that people try to get together and bring about peace, something always pops off. And that's why last night in my video I was saying I really think that if we want to affect change and bring about change, we really need to start taking it from a local level, a grassroots level. You need to become more active in your city government. You need to attend meetings. There are opportunities for you to speak. You need to hold the mayor accountable. The mayor typically is the one that's in charge of hiring and firing the police chief. And if the police chief can't get his troops right, then he might need to go, or she might need to go, whomever's in charge. Because, I mean, Lord knows Chicago is just out of control, and so is Detroit. So I think that if we put these people in check, we get these people elected and in office, and you know, nothing speaks louder than votes and money. So, you know, we just have to let it be known that we're not going to take this shit anymore. We're not going to sit up here and you tell us that, what's going on is okay, that this is justified shootings. And what is so fascinating about Philando Castile's case, the man has a perfectly clean record. Because at least now they can't say he was on drugs, he was a thug. Because that's what they think of all of us. Every time one of us gets gunned down like some damn animal in the street, they always quick to say, oh, but they had a criminal record. When it's us, it's always something crazy. Always. I'm just like, first of all, and in Dallas, look, what I started off, because I was looking at this video from Mark Hughes. This is the guy whose face got plastered all over national news saying that he was a shooter. Now keep in mind that Dallas, or Texas, period, we are an open carry state, okay? So we are free to carry, we don't have to conceal our weapons. I guess Mark was carrying his in the crowd. When the shots popped off, they automatically assumed it had to be him, or they tried to use him as the fall guy. However, this day and age, we do have cameras. Speaking of which, did y'all hear about Alton Sterling's case? How convenient, the body cams fell off. They dislodged. Anyway, let's see what Corey Hughes was saying about his brother. He's at the downtown Dallas PD's office.
And I'm at the police station right now, DPD. When they decided to put my brother on the national media as a suspect, I approached the police to let them know, hey man, my brother ain't had nothing to do with it. No, you can't.
We're not searching your phone. I can't. It's just a policy.
So now they telling me I can't have my phone.
Yes, sir.
But you do understand that I came to y'all,
Just
right?
like it. Yes.
No. But I'm saying, the question I'm asking is, why
And
would
see,
y'all
they don't
take
want
my
the truth
phone
to
if I
come
came
out.
to
Y'all
y'all?
hear
Take your
that?
phone for us to look in your phone.
I don't care about you looking at. You can look at it all day.
phones in this interview room. That's it.
Okay, can I stand out there then? Because
Sir, this is, you see the situation? We can't have you standing out when a lot of
They don't want nobody to know the truth, I guess, just yet. That the man is not guilty.
Can I have 5 seconds? Just 5 seconds. Hey man, family, friends, y'all make sure y'all let the world know Mark Hughes had nothing to do with that. Please let them know. Family, he's turned himself in. There he is. They got him. They've turned himself in. He's turned himself in. He turned his gun in. So they'll run all kind of tests. They'll run all kind of tests.
Y'all better have an independent test done too.
Him. But please let the world know that we helped protest, but we ain't had nothing to do with this foolishness. That was.
So now he got to put his phone away. So the media got it wrong again. But that's why we have to be very careful about what the media just needs to be more careful. But if it's true, I kind of figured when it happened, I said, I don't think nobody's that crazy to do that. This is just a way to cause chaos and confusion. It's sad that 4 officers so far had to lose their lives. Who knows if there might not be more, because there was a total of 10 officers injured in this shooting that happened during a protest that was supposed to be peaceful, due to the recent shooting deaths. Millie, I don't blame you, girl. That's why I said I just don't. I think we should just go to City Hall. We should go to our state capitals. And I saw someone had started a petition online to try to get the United States to start, get the federal government to set up some sort of task force or another agency. The only thing that I see, and I mentioned this, the 10th Amendment is what gives the powers to the state and local governments. That power includes police power. Now, today I saw a very interesting video, and I just said this. I was laughing because I said, this woman gets it. I'd never heard of her. I think her name was, what was her name? She's a representative from the state of New Jersey. And the FBI director, of course, they're still talking about these bullcrap emails with Hillary using Hotmail and Gmail, and come to find out it wasn't even classified. Basically, she's not going to be prosecuted, I assume, is what's coming out. Because I really haven't been paying attention to that, because I said I'm so sick of hearing about it. Bunny Watson Coleman, that's one to watch. So basically, it's like, yeah, so what's up with these Hillary emails? Okay, now let's get to the real deal, Holyfield. Okay, so Mr. Director, are you aware of the tomfoolery that's been going on around here? That's not what she said. I'm just making it something, being a little animated. And he was like, he looked at her like, oh shit, I'm being, ambushed. I likened it to a Kanye West random interruption, only this interruption and this opportunity was necessary and proper. Because she hijacked the conversation. She was like, so, yeah, okay, so you just saying that these emails weren't classified. Okay, good. Moving on swiftly and professionally, in the words of Justin J. She was like, so what are you going to do about it? Do you feel as though you have sufficient enough staff to investigate and look into these shootings? And the director was looking like, what the hell just happened? And so basically at the end of the conversation, he said that, yes, I do believe that I have sufficient manpower to basically handle up. So let's pay attention to what the FBI director is going to do, and see what their investigations turn up. And today I was very disappointed while I was on some of the news feeds. Of course, you always have them group of people that always be popping off to me. Well, we need to know what happened before the video clip. What more do you need? Alton Sterling was face down on the ground, and they said he had shots to the chest. So I'm trying to figure out, when those people that were in the car that was videotaping, did they turn him over and shoot him some more? I mean, he was probably already dead when you popped him the first time in the back, because you probably took out a lung. I mean, it just don't make any sense. People, let's just be real about it. The man was executed. We don't know why. We don't know if he had a history of run-ins with these cops, or these cops just thought it was a good day for Alton to die. Either way, I'm sick and tired of the street justice cops. I really am. You can't play judge and jury. Your job is to protect and serve. Probable cause. Somebody's in danger. Allegedly, he had a gun because some homeless man said he had a gun. Come to find out it was a homeless man. And I'm just like, what? I'm getting ahead of myself. So, anyway, shout out to Bunny Watson Coleman for calling out the FBI director. I think that's probably our best way of getting some stuff done. Not that these investigations have been fruitful, because we still trying to figure out what happened to Sister Sandra Bland, okay? Yeah, Millie, and there are a lot of people that really did do a lot of stuff. But, you know, when it comes to the Democrats, especially, it always looks horrible when we do it. It always has to be exploited. And for some reason, Democrats really don't push back. I was proud of them for filibustering about these gun control laws. Speaking of which, Misha Barton, let's talk about her real quick. Okay, people, y'all some people drag Justin Timberlake when he said he was inspired by Jesse Williams' speech, and then got mad when he popped off on somebody that came from left field for him. Now you got Misha Barton. Okay, she's scantily clad in a bikini with a cover up. You see her bikini bottom pretty much. She's got a glass of wine. She's on the yacht. She's in a reflective mood. I feel inspired. I'm going to say something. Misha said that she was truly heartbroken watching the videos, like the Alton Sterling execution. I love that she called it execution, because that means she gets it. This may have been going on forever in the United States, but thank God the pigs get caught on camera now. It's unthinkable and an embarrassment to America, the country I was brought up in. Somebody make change. We need gun control and unity and a real president, so think about that when this election is around the corner. And I don't think she was throwing shade to President Obama. I'm just thinking, she's saying, please don't vote for Trump. The world is a precarious place right now. Then some people, of course, the trolls, who don't have anything nice to say most of the time anyway, like the sentiment, but hard to take you seriously while you post a picture you sipping alcohol on the yacht. Most important thing is you read it. So if it takes her being in a two-piece bikini to get people to notice and read what's really going on, hey, more power to you. But you can't get mad. You can't get mad. Y'all get mad when you claim people don't say. Some people, let me not say y'all, but some people get mad when folks don't say anything from the other communities. And then when they do say something, if they don't say it right, why don't you just have a conversation with them? Why don't you stop attacking people? That might really help the situation. And then that's why no one wants to say anything. Because people always want to call folk out. That's all people be looking for. I mean, I see it all the time. The hatred is real. Beyonce is using her platform in a mighty way with this latest album, latest tour, everything. She ain't standing with us. We had to see that in the news blogs. I'm like, you know what? What is it that you want from Beyonce? She does a good thing. She used to march or tried to march. Then people said she was using that to exploit people. So then she started giving money. Beyonce has always given money to causes. She built like something for her church years ago, but she was still part of Destiny's Child. Stop tearing down the people that actually have the power to bring about the change that we need. People respect her. Number two, the reason why a lot of people don't say something for a while is because they have to get to a level to where they can be able to say something and not even worry about or give, excuse my language, two fucks whether somebody is mad or not. Either way, Beyonce kept going in formation and giving black power and all of that. So get over it. Y'all are mad when you're sad, sad when you're mad. I don't know. Somebody need to figure out what their emotional compass is going to be. And honestly, people like that, we don't need to speak for any of us. We just need for you to be quiet and hush. Because if you're not going to contribute in a positive way to this cause, you need to be quiet. We got shit to do, and we can move on without you, boo. Wendy Williams. Let me just drag her real quick too. Actually, I think my frat, Roland Martin, did a great job. I said, go ahead first, fam. Chin check. This heifer using, and the people in her audience, I watched the video clip and they were just looking at her like, heifer, are you crazy? We know she is. Or him. We're still confused as to what Wendy really is. I don't know. Wendell. She basically said that she was not here for Jesse Williams' very powerful and thought-provoking speech. She said that she also would feel some type of way if there was historically white universities. Honey, there already is historically white universities. That's why historically black universities exist. Because we couldn't get into Princeton and Harvard and Stanford at one time. The doors were closed to us. We had to fight. That's why you have Brown versus Board of Education. That's why you have, trying to think what other cases. Just case by case, different states, different schools. I think when I was in law school, I clerked for Mr. Goodwin. And Mr. Goodwin, I believe his father was the first black man, or I might be wrong, to attend the University of Tulsa College of Law. Or maybe it was Mr. Goodwin himself that was the first black person to attend, or almost. But either way, you know, people had to fight for us to get an education. We're still fighting for an education. That's another place we need to be involved in. We need to attend these school board meetings because these people are not trying to educate our kids. They are continually trying to keep them as a subclass. We need to get rid of these damn standardized tests and get back to real teaching. Okay. But anyways, back to Wendell. You know, she just sounded really dumb. And then she was talking about she doesn't know if there's a need for the NAACP. She doesn't see color. I need for her to go stand in the corner with Stacey Dash, Raven Simone, and I need for her to just be quiet. And white people, please know that Stacey Dash, Wendy Williams, and Raven Simone, and even sometimes, and I hate to say this, but even sometimes Whoopi Goldberg don't speak for us. Baby, if you want to hear somebody speak for us, get with Bette Midler and Cher, okay? You know, as we have this saying now, they invited to the barbecue, okay? I'm just saying. So Wendy, and then she backpedaled today because, of course, Twitter drug her. Oh, they drug her. And then, you know, Roland Martin explained to her, I was like, who doesn't? Well, I can understand that some people might not know as the years have gone by, but the NAACP it's called the National, what is it? Y'all forgive me. NAACP basically is for people of color. When we say people of color, we pretty much kind of talk about everybody because the first president of the NAACP was white. Probably Jewish more so than anything, but either way, I just know that basically from like second or third grade because I was a voracious reader and I remember reading W.E.B. Du Bois's books as a kid. So we kind of all knew that, Wendy. Wendy, did you even go to college? Do you have an education? Have you read a book lately other than one that you possibly wrote? Girl, you were on the cover of Essence or Ebony, whichever one of them magazines I threw away as soon as I saw it. Thank you, Auntie. My auntie had to get me straight because she's very active. National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Y'all forgive me, we've been calling NAACP for so many years. And then whenever I go to the awards, they always say NAACP, Los Angeles chapter, or the Hollywood Bureau. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just here to learn whatever I can. But I think that's all I want to talk about tonight. My friend Greg and I are getting together to work on something because we want to be progressive and proactive in making some things better for our communities. And so we're going to be working on a project. Some of you will be getting inboxes and calls. I'm going to be needing to look for partnerships with certain nonprofits to try to get this stuff. I am going to leverage my corporate partnerships, including my organization, see if I can't get something off the ground, because I can no longer sit idle in the meantime, in between time, until I get my license to practice law, because I'm determined to do that. And I guess now I definitely will be practicing criminal law, no doubt, and I guess probably try to focus on some civil rights issues as well. Because this is crazy. I can't believe our world is like this, and I'm scared for what November is going to bring us. So please be sure to get out and vote. I really was trying to ride for Bernie, but I'm going to ride with Hillary. I would love to know who her VP is. I just can't ride for Trump. But I think even if Trump got in office, the shit he says, I don't think it has any legitimate backing. I think he just does that because he promised he would do that shit if he ever ran for president. So he used to be Democrat as far as I know, and him and the Clintons used to be friends. The setup is real. Me and my conspiracy theories. I think that's all I want to talk about. I'm rambling now. I'm tired. I need to go to bed so I can get to work early, so I can leave early and leave on time, because I got shit to do. All right, thank you all for joining. Let's see who all joined. My Aunt Luann joined, Rachel joined, Millicent. Girl, the homeless man thing pissed me off too. Carlos, Charlie Brown, Monica, Tammy, Tamra. Oh, Miss Lewis. Y'all, Miss Lewis was one of my favorite principals. She was actually my vice principal when I was in 5th grade, but then she became my mom's boss later on. I love you. Chris, my homie, my ride or die when it comes to all this bull crap. George. I should say your whole name, George, but I know you'll get mad at me. My other friend, Miss Millie. And let's see. Oh, my big sis. Maisha, she joined. We go way back. She used to be my babysitter, so that's why she's my big sis. Let me see if anybody else. I don't want to miss. I try to give shout outs. Tammy, I'm still waiting on my inbox from you, girl. Robert G. I love Robert G. By the way, if you don't know who Robert G is, just go to Amazon.com, find his music. He's an excellent vocalist and a great dancer. So embrace our artist. I think that's it. So thank you guys for joining. I'm going to bed. This may end up on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out that my movie. What is it? iMovie. But my friend George Blake was nice enough to give me a crash course. Susie, how are you, darling? So nice of you to join us. But I'm signing off. I gotta go to bed. Black Lives Matter. Let's get it cracking.